Ever wonder why making friends and influencing people feels as challenging as passing your final year project in university? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of human connections. When it comes to dealing with people, forget the logic and think of emotions. Buckle up to uncover the secrets of mastering the art of making friends and gaining influence. If you don't want to miss out on the wisdom Dale Carnegie drops, stick around till the very end. The points this man makes are pure gold and worth every second of your time. How to Win Friends and Influence People, which was written over 80 years ago, is a surprisingly useful book. It is all about decoding the mysteries of relationships. Whether you need life advice or career wisdom, these principles are here to sprinkle some magic on your relationships and help you squeeze the most out of them. So let us start with encouraging good behavior. When we appreciate someone for doing well, they are more likely to keep it up. But if we always point out their mistakes, it just makes them defensive and does not help communication. Criticism does not exactly turn people into your biggest fans. Dale Carnegie said, "Criticizing is like talking to a wall because it does not work. People want to feel good about themselves, and they feel happy when we show genuine appreciation. We should connect our requests to what matters to them to get someone to do something. It is like persuading a person with words of appreciation." Understanding what is important to someone and linking our needs with their interests makes it easy for them. Humans are mostly into themselves, and that's just how we are wired. But if we take a moment to really pay attention to others, we might discover interesting things. People love when others are genuinely interested in them. It is the foundation for a real relationship. Now, let us talk about smiling and how it matters. It is like a magical mood booster. Smiling spreads good vibes to those around, even on the phone, where smiles are not seen but felt in words and tone. Another thing is remembering someone's name, which is crucial. It makes them feel important, while forgetting it does the opposite. Dale Carnegie knew it. People care more about their name than all the other names combined. And who knew remembering names could be the key to getting into someone's good books? It is worth the effort. Now, onto another piece of advice, which is being a good listener. It is like a secret weapon for great conversations. Listening without interrupting shows you value the other person's time. Try listening 75% of the time and talking 25%. It works like a charm. Digging into what interests someone takes good listening to a whole new level. It makes them feel important. So, whether it's a friend or a stranger, acknowledging the positive stuff about people you know makes them feel special. And when someone feels important, they know they matter to us. Now, enough with the advice. Are you curious about how to get people on your side? Well, hold on tight, because here's the scoop. Disagreements happen, but how you deal with them is the game changer. Instead of going head-to-head, try understanding the other side. It often leads to a win-win situation. Remember what Ben Franklin said, "A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still." Respect others' opinions, even if they seem way off. Jumping to conclusions and saying someone is wrong is like an insult in disguise. Treat others how you want to be treated. Admitting that you are wrong is not a weakness. It is just being human. Some folks turn small mistakes into big dramas because they cannot say, "Oops, my bad." Admitting a goof-up shows character strength and the will to make things right. The goal in a disagreement is not to win. Use friendly words instead of going all confrontational. It is more productive and relationships stay intact. Arguments happen, but if you find some common ground first, it sets a positive tone. Get the other person saying yes by finding things you both agree on. It keeps things open and less defensive, making it easier to find a solution. So there you have it, winning people over without the headache of arguments. Now, another cool trick is to let the other person do most of the talking. When we listen without butting in, it says, "Hey, what you're saying is important." Encouraging people to share their thoughts creates open and honest relationships. We are all a bit biased towards our ideas, right? But honestly, nobody likes being bossed around, but everyone loves having their ideas recognized. Ask questions and make suggestions to gently guide people you face to your desired conclusion. When it feels like their own idea, they are all in. Dale Carnegie nailed it when he said, "Dealing with people? Remember, you're not dealing with logic machines, but emotion-filled beings." Humans are not as straightforward as robots. Seeing things from another perspective is a superpower in relationships. It makes the other person feel important and reveals hidden points. Understanding why people think a certain way shifts the focus from who is right to what is right. Put yourself in their shoes and support positive vibes instead of arguments. Empathy is yet another secret sauce. Try saying, "I don't blame you one bit for feeling as you do. If I were you, I'd feel the same." It is sincere and paves the way for a good chat. Appeal to their noble side by framing things differently. If they can justify a change with positive values, they are more likely to go for it. Spice up your ideas, whether it's a funny story or a flashy presentation. A bit of drama grabs everyone's attention. And do not forget the challenge. People love good, healthy competition. Even in the most boring tasks, a dash of healthy rivalry enhances involvement and productivity. Let us talk about changing someone with our words. It's like a magic trick, but better. Focus on the positive first. When we point out someone's strengths, it puts them in a good mood. Then, when we mention the not-so-great stuff, they are more likely to hear it and not get all defensive. Straight-up criticism is not cool. It just makes people mad. Instead, throw in some honest praise before sliding into the "but," like, "You did great today," and "If you run a bit harder next time, you'll probably win." See the difference? As Dale Carnegie mentioned in one of his principles, the negative stuff is for private talks only. When giving not-so-great news, keep it low-key and private. Think about how you would feel if roles were reversed. You know, when babies take tiny steps, we cheer them on and forgive their tumbles. Well, the same goes for grown-ups. When we notice even the smallest improvements in people and cheer them on sincerely, it boosts the chances of them getting even better. Imagine praising a baby in front of everyone when they do something cool they feel important. It is the same for adults. Tell someone they are great at something often, and they will start believing it themselves. Now, here is a golden rule. Focus on the good stuff. When we downplay faults and cheer on improvements, it lights a fire in people. But if we keep harping on their mistakes, it just kills their motivation to get better. Throw in some rewards or praise, and you've got a recipe for happy cooperation. Did you get that promotion? No worries. Remind them how crucial their role is and why they were a top pick in the first place. In your journey of mastering the art of making friends and gaining influence, you now know that prioritizing positive reinforcement and acknowledging emotions over logic is the magic key to human connections. Praising small steps and understanding these principles improves our ability to nurture meaningful relationships. So, embrace the knowledge, apply the wisdom, and let the positive transformations begin.